Hello. How is everyone this evening? Hope you are doing well. Music sounds a bit loud. Whether it's just loud in my ears. Oh well. So, hope everyone is doing well this evening. We are going to be spending this evening doing a bit of work on copies because we didn't actually get anything done on copies this past weekend because birthday shenanigans. But yeah, so I hope you're all having a wonderful day, evening, whatever time zone it is for you at the moment. I have had a semi-productive day. I feel like I've got a lot of stuff. I've done a lot of work, but haven't got a lot of stuff to show for it just yet. But I feel like I'm on the path where tomorrow I'll be able to breeze through a bunch of stuff. So it's been one of those setting things up days. But hopefully we'll be able to actually get something done on copies. So what we need to do today is I want to focus a fairly large amount of time on migration, because that was the whole thing that we were trying to get done in the first place with all these unit tests. It was the right tests so that we could do migration and get old data into the latest version of Coppice. And then we just realized that we had a lot of work to do, and yeah. Oh well. Hello, Snowtwig. How are you today? Yes, Foobar, we have new follower emotes. We have a Foobar, we have a pass, and we have a fail in there. I still need to come up with some more emotes as well. Because at the moment I'm not 100% sure on having the bug emotes be bit emotes. What I may be tempted to do is swap a bug emote, like one of the bit emotes, so one of my tier 2 and 3 ones. So, because at the moment the Pilky Ooh is, I believe I've got that set as my tier 3, so only I can currently do it. This one. So I might be tempted to make that one of the bit emotes so that it is a bit more available to people. Which, yeah, I am doing fairly well. Went through a little period of tiredness this afternoon, but managed to push through it. I'm actually feeling somewhat productive this week in comparison to last week, where it was just lots of stuff and then like doing lots of work but not really getting anything done, which obviously doesn't make you very productive for getting even more stuff done. So this week's a fresh week and I seem to feel better though. Today has really been trying because it's been so dark and grim and rainy. So yeah, we are going to head over and get started on Coppice and see what we can get done today. So if we head over, I really want to do something more with the walls and the floor and stuff. It is kind of plain, and seeing what some other people are doing in terms of textures and stuff. I really want to work on textures at some point, but first I think I want to build the ship out physically, and then I'll get the textures done, because I want to know what sort of things I need to texture. So get the ship with basic textures and we can update them later. Anyway, let us settle in. So what we are wanting to do is we have a plist version. We got plist version 2, and we're migrating to the next version. So I think we do have unit tests. Oh, that's test data, not the actual tests. Here we are. Migrate to next version. Yeah, so we're adding the links. The thing that we're not doing in the migration is updating the page hierarchies. So that is the more complex thing that we need to do. So what we need to do is from being something that is stored on a canvas to a specific type. So how are we going to go about doing this? Because the first thing is we want the tests on the left hand side, and on the right hand side we want our old page hierarchy. Some of this as we want copies core legacy page hierarchy. There we go. So they are stored as an ID, a page ID, a frame, and then children, so it's that all the way down. So what we may be able to do all that, get the canvas links, so what we need to do is how are these stored on the canvas is the other question. So it's a model ID. Question is, what were the model IDs? Were they the IDs of the pages, or were they the IDs of the canvas pages? One way we can find out is by going to the sample copies document, and we show the package content, data P list. Let's have a look here. Close page hierarchy. So it is the canvas page ID. You have that, you have an absolute frame, which we're going to have to wait. Oh, how are we so for each canvas page it has a page, okay, yeah. It's a page linked to from that. So then we'll be able to get the count, and this is going to be decidedly non-trivial. So I think what we need to do is I first need to just do this, just make sure that nothing Oh dear. I don't know why that is not working. Let's do it manually. So if I do that and bring up text edit. Okay, we're good. So then I can wrong thing. Add that. So I want to create something new and I'll make the size bigger so that you can see what I am typing. And we need to work out exactly what it is that we want to translate. So the structure is we have a canvas which has closed page hierarchies. So the closed page hierarchies is a canvas page ID 2, and then you're going to have let's look at the page hierarchy. What are we having? It's ID, which is a canvas page ID. Page ID, which is a page ID. Frame, which is absolute frame. That. And children, which is an array of hierarchy. Okay. And we want this to become page hierarchy. So a page hierarchy is a root type. And what precisely are we wanting to have happen here? So we have root page ID. We have entry points. We have page graphs and we have link graphs. And we have a page link and a relative position. We have a canvas page ID, relative frame. And a link ref, we have a source ID, destination ID, page link. Okay. So what are we going to be doing here? how do these map up? So the canvas page ID is that the way it worked before is for each canvas page ID, a link that went, like when you click a link, if that link is going to go to a particular page, then you find the page ID that matches up. So rather than it being rooted on this, this ID is actually entry point. So what we're going to do is, if we call that one, this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the root page ID is a canvas page, is it not? Where is my hierarchy builder? Yes. So the root page is so the root page is 3. The entry point is 1 and 3. The relative position is old. And then for the page refs, we have 3, have 4, and then it is 5 minus it's 5 minus the root pages 5. So I think the good news is I will be able to create the legacy page hierarchies because they are not actual data objects. It's going to be easier to create those, and then I can potentially convert those to page hierarchy that just aren't actually created. We just have relationships, don't we? No, we won't be able to do that. We'll have to do it manually. Okay, but we get that, and then the link refs, the source ID is going to be a 3, and the destination is going to be a 3, and the page link is going to be a 3 and a 3. It's just source ID is going to be that, and that's going to be like 6.3 and 3, or 6.33. Okay, so if you understood any of what I just said, congratulations, because you know more than I do. And this is... Okay, so if I do that, So I think if I do that to create a legacy page hierarchy, because where exactly am I using legacy page hierarchy? I've got that in there. I'm going to be able to move it from there. I've got page hierarchy test, which we'll be able to get rid of. I've got the canvas test where we'll be able to get rid of it. So the only place it will be used, loading up, so we'll be able to get rid of these ones, just have it create from the p-list representation. So it's a bit easy to get hold of these, and then we could have a method in here where convert to because the only thing that we need to get is we need the frame of the first canvas of the canvas page ID here, because that is not actually available to us in the hierarchy. That is elsewhere. So if we fetch that, we can pass that in, and then it should be able to calculate everything. So yeah, we can use the legacy page hierarchy for all of this, which is going to make it easier because we can test legacy page hierarchy. Okay, so let's take this. I'm going to delete. Those page hierarchies go. That can go. That go. Page hierarchy test. So in it with canvas page, we can get rid of those tests because we don't need them anymore. Okay. And that means that in here we can delete that. We can delete those. What we need is a public I'm going to get rid of the convenience part of it, and this is just going to be ID equals ID, self.page ID is equal to page ID, self.frame is equal to frame, and self.children is equal to children. Okay, so then, what is this going to be? It needs to be a function because we need to pass something in. So public function, page hierarchy list. Representation source canvas page ID, which is going to be a model ID, and frame. Source frame. Right. Which is going to make a string. No, it's going to make a model plist key. Any, I believe. Mark. Oh, I should probably make this bigger so that you can see what on earth I am doing. Hello, Kieran. Yes, copies time. Where are we? So, well, that's a fair point. I haven't actually tested if things are working. They are. Good. Things work. So, Kieran the Snowtwig, how does it feel being a maker? Right. What things do we need to pass? We need to test the ID at root of hierarchy. Root page ID is ID of legacy. Presentation, so we want to now sort out the entry points. So has single entry point from applied source to entry point as relative position between root, legacy, root frame, and source frame. Kind of forgot it was going to happen. You're doing tests from Unreal and OBS, so your Discord notifications are silent. Yeah, I think. So let's see, what do we. I have to have a read of it, but it'll be good when more people start coming in. It makes sense, it's all been structured that way, because if it's going to be an open Discord for people, you don't want everyone just coming in and chatting because they're just interested in it, to drown out those who are wanting to talk with one another about doing specific things. Like, there's a difference between, oh, I saw this and this looks fun, but this thing, so yeah, it's good to see it all progressing. I mean, we're getting some good stuff in there, and hopefully the resources and such will be good for everyone to play around with and build, like, make it easy for them to build their own setups. Because I actually got earlier today, where is it? So I put this up here today, which is the Twitch API stuff that I was working on. So this is basically the core of my Twitch stuff. So it doesn't have specifically, okay, this is doing this in my UI, but it is the overall thing. So you have the Twitch manager that connects everything up. You have the secrets where everything is stored on disk. It does all the authentication, refresh, and everything. And then you got feature managers for various things. So what you can do is, for example, for raids, you would just create a subclass of this raid manager and override this method, and basically this will get called whenever a raid happens. And this all seems fairly simple at the moment, but you get some that are a bit more interesting, such as subscriber, where what this does is it splits it out into subscriptions and gift subscriptions, but also ensures that things are like a user is marked as subscribed because there are helpers further up. So yeah, it's very early. It needs more stuff adding because there's a lot of the Twitch API, but what I'm hoping is for people building in Unity, you'll be able to get TwitchLib, then get this, and all you have to do is configure a few things, and then you can focus on subclassing these things and setting up the bits that you need, and just hooking things up. So the code that you're having to write is the code that actually does stuff, rather than all the infrastructure code of ensuring everything gets registered correctly and so on. I mean, in theory, it could be possible to have stuff that is built up where you can actually create standard actions to have happen in terms of Unity, like creating an object or something like that, where it becomes even easier. You can sort of configure it in the UI potentially, but that's a lot more advanced and a lot more for the future. Right, what do we have? So we've got our entry points sorted. Test page. That's a fair point. I was meant to have a delivery today, and it said it got delayed. Where exactly is it now? Still delayed. Zero update on it. Fantastic. The whole point of me ordering it from Amazon as opposed to other places was because I ideally needed it for today. And it's like the one time that I actually use Prime to get something next day that I need next day is the one time that it doesn't get delivered next day. So, oh well. Hopefully it will show up tomorrow and I can get the work done that I need to, because this is something for contract work that I need. Hopefully I have other stuff to do. So I don't want edge point. I want so page refs contains root or contains legacy root with relative frame page hierarchy list implementation page refs contains all child hierarchy pages with relative or with 0 because the root of the hierarchy, the links. So right, link between each page and its children. Okay. I really want to get this done, but my brain is genuinely not in it. So what I'm going to do, because I'm off, I'm not contract working on Friday, so I will do this on Friday, get all this programmed in. For now, who wants to do some overlay stuff? Because I feel like modeling some spaceship. Let's get rid of that. It was always going to be a bit of an ask for me to get copies work done in the evening, especially unit tests. So where are we? Stream overlay. Okay, so we have mirror overlay. So we have a bunch of rooms to do. We have a lab up here, engineering down here. We have cargo bay at the front. I'm gonna come in here and step down just a bit. What if changed the doors over here? We had a door in the. In fact, let me see if my iPad is working today. Where is linear? Right. Street deck. Action. Action is not configured for the active scene collection. Scene collection. Yeah. Clean May. Yeah. Okay. No. Huh. Not too. Let's do my speakers. Hide screen we can get rid of. Let's throw out a fresh OBS. Source visibility. Oh dear. One second. Oh, it's not overwritten my plugin, has it? Is that why? I have the scene in OBS. Elgato. Where is the stream deck? Yes. Stream deck. Mark 2. File Studio added OBS Studio 28 compatibility and is now available at Elgato/downloads. Well, I'm on that. Okay. Don't we quit OBS, not OBS, Stream Deck, and open up Stream Deck again and see if that works. Getting some coffee. Ooh, probably a bit too late for me for coffee, but There we are, now it's working. So now, if I do this, is the iPad working? It is not. Which means I have to reboot the iPad. Yeah, it has been very cold. I've had the heating on a fair bit today for the first time in a long time. Well, part of that was that I accidentally left the windows open in my office and my bathroom, so when I woke up my thermostat said it was like 15 degrees inside. So don't leave windows open when it gets cold outside is what we learnt there. Here we go. Alright, let's just rearrange 1, 2 things. So, what am I wanting? We've got the bridge. Technically, bridge also goes like that. Then we, that is terrible. Like that. I mean, this is only a quick. Yeah, that's even worse. Right, so we have this here. What I want to do is if I was to flip in linear, we out flip horizontal. So we flip this around if you have shape. So the initial thing that I was going to do was the following. We have a door here. Remember a bit. We have a door there, and there was going to be sort of a lift there. There's another door here. There's going to be like a small platform, and then you step. Well, it wouldn't be steps, it would have to be a ramp down. Just a bit to another floor. And then what you would have is you would have probably one room like that. Probably not that far. Probably one room like that. Another room like that. You would have a small sort of bathroom there, so you've got 3 sets of quarters, and then there'd be like a small thing there for me. But what if you got rid of the lift idea entirely? Because that requires a bunch of programming. What if we did the following? You step in there, and you can go down a bit there, or you can go down a long way. Actually, no, it'd probably be going the other way. Go a long way to the front. And then you have a door. So we basically have a ramp going down. But then the lift area probably it does need to be as big, so we're probably not saving much room, but it would be a ramp going down. Probably something like this. Actually have this go all the way out to there. We could have 1, 2, 3 sets of quarters. You could have have this be like a bathroom, and at the end could be like the robot cupboard. This is my room in here. The program is called Linear. It is by Icon Factory. So this is Icon Factory. So Linear Sketch is just a fairly simple sketching tool. So it's got various different brushes and stuff, but I find it useful just for sketching, writing, like if I'm doing handwritten notes or anything. Just generally jotting stuff down. It is quite useful. I mean, you get, let's see, you got like watercolor brushes and markers, and you can, if you want them to be translucent or not, got a roller. Well, yeah, because I'm just the little robot on the ship. So I mean, I only need a charging cupboard. I don't need all those amenities that the others have. Oh yeah, I wasn't showing my screen. Yeah, this is linear. You can do all sorts of interesting sketches and such with it. But it's pretty cool. I mean, I can't do any of this sort of stuff. I just use it for basic sketches. But yeah, I think for crew quarters we could do that. But what I think I want to do is block out the basic rooms, get them imported, and then get them there, because I want to get crew quarters, lab at the back, engineering at the back. And if I can get the basics in with some doors and some floors and some colliders so that we can actually move around the ship, I think that would work. And it means that we can get rid of this door back here. trying to think. Because the size. Problem is your effect. Oh, that. The problem is you are effectively needing to go from this height down to this height in that space, like in. Well, it would probably be about the same distance, so it's going to be quite steep. Too much. Let's just throw a cube. Yeah, so that is going to be a sort of ramp down. Which, like for a ramp is steep, but that would be okay for stairs. A little bit of leeway at the front to maybe tweak things a bit. Okay. So let's delete that. And what I probably want to do is go to Blender. We have the observatory. What I want to add is crew quarters. I'm going to copy that over. And then launch Blender. Bring this over, and then we can start deleting stuff. I can delete some of the textures. Create my nose is set up. Okay, so what we want to do is select everything and oh. to remember where. Where's the option that lets you... I found this last time. Like, should it... What should... moving... That. Because it's not affecting the origins. I can't remember how I turned that off. Because I need to set it back on again. Could have sworn it was up here somewhere. We got gizmos and stuff like that. Object visibility. Tool. Oh, because I'm in edit mode. There we go. Not in edit mode, you can actually use the correct tools. So now I should be able to object mirror. Why? Right, that is why. Okay, awesome. So I need to link. Oh, bridge. Link. Oh, bridge. Not material. Object. There we go. Why can't I? Okay, that's a pen then. File a pen. Then I can move it. Okay. Shading. So I should be able to move on the x-axis, and that should line up. Okay, so I can hide. Oh, that's why I want to be in that mode, so I don't have quite the same shading. Right. I want to... Let's fill this in. I want to get back to... If I fill that, then I want to vertices, no vertices, like that. Select all those and fill. Select that, that. And over the vertices. Overseas. Okay. So, what we save that. Let's just open observatory. How far? I do have it. Should I go to there? Oh no, I don't. That should line up there. Actually, check in here, can't I? Well, that roughly, that line lines up with that corner. If I open crew quarters, and the front lines up with there. Okay. Oh, it does. Yep. Top angle. I suppose it's lining up with the inside point, which is a bit further in. So, okay. So it is definitely in the correct place. And what we want is, if it is curving out there, basically this angle here is going to be our cargo bay door to the like to the outside. That's going in. So that curve is going to hit here. I mean, I suppose we could have the curve continue, and it sort of curves in, and you have the door there. It's only really affects the outside, so what? The front door and down to there, but then that was I'm not sure what I want to do here, because that is kind of an awkward position, really, because the ramp is going to be even steeper than I thought, because the door has to be close in. So what we could do have another look. Okay, I have an idea. Let's bring this up again. So, what we're going to do... So, we're going to have a lift. That's right, select the correct pen. We're going to have a lift here. But it's going to be just a platform that lowers down. We're still going to have a door here, and you're going to walk in. There's going to be a ramp down to around here. And then you're going to be able to go like this. So this bit here is going to be the bathroom. And then what we can have is we can have one room. Two room. Actually, we could maybe have 4 rooms. If we position this correctly. So we have 1 room, 2 room, 3 room, 4 room, and then just a small storage space for a small robot to fit. I think that works out. I mean, the other option is that we make the wing the lab, and then the room that we have back here, where we have a door here, we have a short corridor, and we have 1 room, could actually change the position of the door. Actually, no, because we already changed the position of the door to there for a reason. We could have room, 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 and then bathrooms. Let's get a bigger eraser. All of this wing becomes a lab. So then you can go in, and we could have a spiral down there. And then it spirals down to there, which takes you to the cargo hold. And let's not do a spiral. We could have a spiral that goes down, like so. Or a ramp that goes straight down. We'd have a door there, and there would be a ramp that goes down. And then we could have all sorts of lab equipment scattered around. And then the lab would potentially be another place that we could go and work on various things. Maybe we have like a small computer screen here. We'd probably want like some sort of experiment thing, like lots of things bubbling away, tables with experiments running, small machines with flashing lights. But we could have a screen in there so we can decide, are we going to be working in the observatory today, or are we going to be working in the lab today, which could be quite fun. Rather than just having the one place, we could have multiple places depending on what we feel like for where we're working. Because then the wings balance out, as they are both the places where we do the work. The crew quarters are at the back. Below that is the engine room and the cargo bay at the front. And I suppose that makes sense, because anything that you store in the cargo bay, you're probably going to want to bring to the lab. So yeah, I think that would work pretty well. Oh, what on earth have I brought up there? So I want wait, what? How the hell is that a face? That should be a face. And that, no. And that should be a face. And I want to select that, and if okay, the vertices are there. Right. Then I want to select that. And what on earth is going on? Right, if I select that, why there? Yeah. Oh, so I've got to go close to the, okay. Yeah, and then I can bring that to there. I can select there and Command R. Split that up there. And then what I can do, there. I want this base, but that to be the same distance as that. And hey, welcome in. I see if I've opted for the more. Oh, yeah. I forgot to hide my iPad as per usual. I always forget to hide that. I should have really come up with some way of having it hide after a while. If I've like, it should come up with a button saying press this button, otherwise I'm going to hide your iPad. But how are you doing? Option to make a honk sound. Well, I do want to have sounds occur when you throw bugs and stuff at me. Speaking of which, I'm noticing a distinct lack of bugs being thrown and fun shenanigans. I mean, yep. That didn't work. That actually flew quite a long way. You know what? Let's make this a bit more fun. Let's get a few more bits in here. What? So my stream deck is not hooked up to the overlay. Well, that's annoying, because that means that I can't... Oh. Oh no. I'm going to have to restart the overlay. If, like, something happens, I cannot fix it. 2 secs. Oh, stuff is very bulked. If I do not have my Stream Deck stuff working, then all of my debug stuff doesn't work. So, for example, if someone raids, the raid siren just keeps going and going and going and going until the end of the stream. Let's restart. Okay. There we go. So if I head over here. I stand out here. And I have that expression on. And I do that. And then I reset that. There you go. It's almost like nothing happened. Except I can do that. And it works. And I can help Renee get the anti-grav bomb getting a bit... Wow, they blasted out the ship. Yeah, they went far. I think... Yeah. I may need to play around with that some more. Oh, this may expire in a second. Ow. Okay. That happened. I may need to make the force that it applies relative to the mass, because to stop the bugs from moving me massively when they hit me, I think they just fell down behind, possibly. But yeah, to stop the bugs from moving me, I need to make myself much heavier than the bugs. But that means that if I apply a force upwards, the bugs go zooming. But I do not. So yeah, I will probably have to tweak that somewhat. I don't know why the thing is not actually being removed. It should be being removed, so maybe we can look into that. Yeah, I forgot I implemented reset position. Okay. I should be able to move that. Okay. Oh, am I destroying the rigid body, not the game object? Oh well. Right. So, where were we? I was wanting... so along the Y... Kieran, do you know I want the distance between these two to be equal to the distance between these two? Is there a quick way to get to, say, move this edge so that it is the same distance from this edge as this edge is from this edge without needing to do the maths? Because I can do the maths, it's just annoying. And it's useful to know if there is a tool where I can say, Because the way I would do it with what I know is I would do this. Okay, the Y is that. So I would get thing and paste in, and I would get that. Copy, paste. So it would be that plus that. Select those. I want the Y to be that. Okay, that worked. The Z's are equal. Okay. Not sure if there's a simple way to do it, but how you do it is make a copy of the face that's the width you want, and then extrude it a bit to give some of the thickness. And using the stabber tool, move it along to where you want it. Then, whilst using a stabber tool, move the edge loop. I want to move. Oh, sorry, tired. Want to move so that it sets the edge of the duplicate you want it to. Yeah. I suppose that could also work. I suppose the answer is there is no simple way. It's just which choose your set of workarounds or more complex ways of doing it. Right. So what I want to do now, I want to subdivide twice. And then on this one, I probably want to subdivide that once, shift that to 0, and then I can subdivide twice. I've just realised a problem. I need to open the observatory. What? Yeah, that's not there. What is the height of that? So that is 2. Okay. So then I can open. Let's rename it to lab. Open the lab.